and this fly is another one out of a series I've done on this book, which I got when I was a kid, Trout Fishing by Joe Brooks. This fly is born in the Pennsylvania area, and it is a grasshopper imitation. What I really like about a lot of these flies is you can go back and tie them today and add some modern techniques or modern materials, and they really still hold up very well. They're something that's definitely going to work. It worked back then. It's going to work even better now if you can put a few tweaks on it. So if you stick to the end of the video, there's information on the channel. Let's get this thing going and see what it looks like. This is what we're making, and it's a Letort Hopper. An incredibly simple but effective design, and let's get to it. These guys come in a bunch of sizes. This one's going to be a little big. That's a number 6. So we got a yellow thread, and I'm just going to buzz that back quick. Doesn't have to be touching wraps. Stop it at the end. Clip. And next we get some wax. This was one of the ones I always read about in Joe Brooks's book when I was a kid. And I was like, man, can't imagine catching trout on grasshoppers. That's got to be pretty cool. I have never really hit a hopper hatch. I've hit when they're, you know, they're taking a hopper. There might be a few hoppers around, but I never really hit when they were onto just hoppers. But they fish a little bit different down Pennsylvania and even further south, so they get a little different hatches than we get here in New York. But this is a cool fly. So we're just going to get dubbing on there. And we'll just do a dub body, a yellowish dub body. Get relatively thick, so we'll get some more on. So it'll be a few iterations of dubbing away. So I've got a rabbit for dubbing. You can use whatever you got. It doesn't matter. Well, I do find dubbing with rabbit fur is a lot easier than some of the synthetics we have now. Just a little bit more, and we should be good. I'm just going to brush it a little bit, make it a little buggier. So we got that. Next piece, turkey quill. So we'll get a piece of that. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to go like this. I want about that much. So I'm just going to tie it in, get it down tight, trim it, and this is where I'm going to add a modern twist to an old fly. Just going to take some UV cure, just put a real thin layer of that on there. I'm going to hit that with the light, and the only reason I'm doing this, they did it with fly tying lacquer. They would lacquer that wing, which is fine. It's going to work just as good, but I think the UV is quicker. And the whole idea is so that you catch a couple trout, the wing doesn't get all chewed up. And I'm even going to hit it on the underneath side for anything that soaked through. Fantastic. And I'm going to clip that right about there. And just kind of hit the corners. There we go. So we got kind of a buggy looking wing. Last thing, they use deer hair. I'm going to use elk hair because I was looking for the color more than anything. I wanted a lighter color. So we're going to get some of that. And we're going to be smart, which I like to do once in a while. Put the waste bin underneath here. Take the brush, get the fuzzy stuff out of that. Grab our hair stacker and we'll stack it up. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of measure it up. So that's going to be the wing. And if I just square it up in the front, it should be good. Okay. So get that wing quill down, get a good tight base of thread in here. We're going to need it. And in we go. Okay, so we got the wing. Do another bunch. This one we don't have to stack, but we still got to do get that fuzz out of there. Cut the end off and get this in here. And I'm probably going to do one more small bunch. A smaller size fly, you wouldn't need this much. This one's kind of bigger. And it just depends on how big the grasshoppers are where you are. Where I am, they're about that big. I'll just get a last bunch in there. I'll let it go all the way around the hook. Wrap that in tight. Pull everything back. And we'll just get a whip finish on that. Drop a glue, and then we can test our barbering skills. Okay, let the games begin. Grab the curved scissors, just kind of go around here. And I won't bore you with the whole thing. I'll get you zoomed in till we get to the end here. So you can fuss with it as much as you want, but if you do this right, that's what you end up with. I mean, 3 materials, it looks like a grasshopper, it's going to float like a cork. Really neat, really simple fly, and that's one that we should keep in our arsenal.